Hello, my name is Chen Zhengtao, and I'm going to present the historical background of the Manhattan Program. So let's start it. Firstly, why would the program have started? It's all because of the rise of the Nazi Germany. In the late 1930s, Nazi Germany became advancing monetary technology, including theoretical works on nuclear fission. Alton Hart and Fritz Strassmann discovered nuclear fission in 1938, sparking fears that Germany might develop an atomic bomb. So, Urban Iceland and Leo Szilard warned the US government that Germany might weaponize nuclear power. In 1928, their concerns were outlined in the famous Einstein and Szilard letters to the President Franklin Roosevelt, prompting the United States to explore nuclear research. So the Second World War begins 1939, and after the start of the war, the outbreak of the war increasing the emergency of countering German technological advance, but progress was slow due to the lack of resources and focus. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, the United States entered the war, and the government paralyzed the nuclear program, and the Manhattan Project was officially launched in 1942 under the guidance of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, with the aim of building an atomic bomb before Germany. So by 1945, the Germans have been defeated, but Japan continued to fight. The United States used bombs developed during the Manhattan Program to force Japan to surrender. The bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945 marked the end of the Second World War. And I would like to talk about why would Oppenheimer chosen to in charge the Manhattan Program. Firstly, it's all about he is expert in comprehensive knowledge of physics. He has a solid background in quantum mechanics, particularly on quantum field theories and cosmic ray theory. He was familiar with the emerging field of nuclear physics, and particularly fusion and its potential to produce enormous amounts of energies, unlike other physicians who were expert in this specific field. And his deep understanding of those areas made him ideal leaders for the Manhattan Project actually. And what he is, what field of knowledge he was expert in, such as nuclear physics, which is related to the bomb design and the fusion research. Perhaps the high energy physics, which is about providing insight into the extreme energy condition, and the quantum mechanics, handling the theoretical problem related to subatomic particles and energy fields. And also he is really good at mathematical physics, enable precise modeling from the Newton behavior to the explosion limit. And he is such a collaborative and visionary leaders. He is able to create a comprehensive scientific communities. The Manhattan Program include a diverse group of scientists, engineers, and humanitarian personnel, and each of them work with often conflicting views and strong personalities. And Oppenheimer was able to mediate between those groups and ensure the collaboration. He worked closely with Hans Brief, Enrico Fermi, and Edward Teller. So now I'm going to talk about the challenge or the obstacle which has been go through in the project. Okay, firstly, without a doubt, is about the scientific challenge, because nuclear physics was still in his infancy, and the project pushed the boundaries of current knowledge, nuclear chain reaction, and the behavior of the fusion materials, such as the uranium 235 and the plutonium 239 require extensive experimentation, and the materials scarcity. The uranium and the plutonium are extremely wild in the natural actually, and developing the method for the uranium for the materials are so complicated and time consuming actually. And it is also about the operational challenge. This project involved more than 130,000 people require a lot of resources, and the Oka region and the Hanford had to be built from the ground up, and there is also some problems. There were also some problems, such as the confidentiality. The secrecy is crucial to preventing the enemy's nation from sabotaging the program, and the workers were often unaware of the project true purpose, and communication were severely limited. And also it is quite expensive. The project cost up around $2 billion, which is such a huge expense in the wartime actually. And it's also the time pursuit, and there was intense pressure. There's also the time pressure actually. There was intense pressure to complete the program before the Germany or Japan developed their own nuclear weapon. And thirdly, it's also about the human resource challenge. The project required assembling an elite team of physicians, chemists, and engineers. So many of the top scientists were fragile, feeling Nazi perception, which create cultural and logistical integration challenge. Managing conflict personalities. This cooperation involved high independent thinkers, such as Hans Smith, Errico Fermi, and Edward Taylor, and their different opinions sometimes cause the quite serious conflict actually. For example, Taylor is the one often clashed with Hans, who were more methodical and pragmatic in the theoretical physics, but Taylor's tendency to propose speculative ideas frustrated him a lot, which value figures and efficiency more. Last but not least, it's also about the security risk, because it's all about the radiation hazard, the crucial incidents and other accidents occurred, resulting is casualties. Explosion risk is all about handling large amount of unstable and reactive material creates a risk of explosion or other accident in fact. So those are the main challenge they have faced in the program. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much, and thanks for the patience.